I'm Amber Nash, the voice of your favorite HR nightmare, Pam Poovey. Welcome to our Archer Rewatch podcast. This season, we're starting at the very beginning and going all the way through. That's right, this season we're covering every episode of Season 1, one by one, with some of your favorite people from Archer. Welcome to Rephrasing. Hey guys, welcome to Season 1, Episode 6. I'm your host, Amber Nash, and here with me as always we have...
I'm Casey Willis, executive producer on Archer.
And
I'm Christian Danley. I was an editor on Archer.
Together with our guests today, we're going to talk about Skorpio. Lana beats out Archer for a special assignment, finds stolen missiles, and kills the notorious arms dealer Spiridon Skorpio. Archer must help the rest of the gang do grunt work until he receives a call to rescue Lana. Mallory and Nikolai Jakov try to enjoy a romantic holiday while Archer cries during a two-man three-way. Krieger establishes an autonomous zone while Cyril ruins his life. Today's guest is an actor, puppeteer, and show business professional. Hailing from the Motor City, Lucky studied theater at Wayne State University. Later, he was a regular on the Food Network series Good Eats, was a constant contributor and creator in the live theater and puppetry scenes in Atlanta, and hosted the long-running Lucky Yates talk show. Most recently, Yates co-authored the award-winning comic Lester of the Lesser Gods with Eric Powell. You know him as the voice of Dr. Krieger. Please welcome Lucky Yates.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Just want to know,
Thank you.
Lucky provided his own applause.
What are you talking about? That's the crowd.
Worth of people. That's right.
You're doing this in your homes. I'm in a theater. An amphitheater.
You carry that kind of water, so I get it.
I'm at the Old Fourth Ward Amphitheater by the fountain. I had them turn the fountains off, thank you. There's no wind today, so my tarp isn't blowing. That's the only giveaway.
Yeah.
Yes, here I am.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks.
It's a real pleasure. I forgot to play that one earlier. I have a heavenly sound effect.
Lucky, to get us started, last season on the podcast, we covered this episode with Aisha, and one of the things that came up...
I love sloppy seconds.
You're welcome. We were talking about how we all kind of became closer as a cast because of the Archer Live kind of tour that we did. And one of the stories, it was a kind of tour. We'd go away every couple of weeks for a day.
It was the shotgun blast of a tour. Random and weird.
Brought up the story of how you would get the audience to chant for you to be in the opening credits. Can you tell us exactly?
Thompson's idea. That was Thompson's idea. Thompson said... Because they cooked up that whole Krieger bunch thing, right? There was a slide. Do you remember that? The Krieger bunch, and it looked like the Brady bunch, and it was like all hologram kids.
Oh, yeah.
And so, because I had to warm up for like 10 minutes. And and Thompson told me, he's like, I'm trying to get you into the opening credits, so let's get the audience to chant, and you record it. I was like, okay, because I'll do anything. I don't give a shit. I have a good story about that, too. We did all that, and then the next season I was in the opening credits.
It fucking worked.
Yeah.
What's the other good story?
Oh, it was... we were at one of the things. I don't know. The thing in Pasadena, I think, whatever that one is. Yeah. You're talking to the press?
No.
Upfronts, is that one? No.
TCAs, I think.
TCAs. That's what that one was called. And we're outside, and I'm, high as a kite. And John Benjamin leans over to me, and he's like, Lucky, will you kiss a man? And I was like, sure, man, why not? What's up? And he goes... Earlier tonight, I stole Will Forte's phone. He doesn't know I've had it, and I've been sending people weird messages all night from it. Go up to him, kiss him, and hand him this and tell him he's like, he won't freak out. You tell him it's from John Benjamin. I went, okay. I walked up to Will Forte,
this.
who was in the middle of an interview
Oh my god.
on camera, and I walked up to him just, wow, and I handed him his phone. I was like, that's from John Benjamin. Benjamin's behind him, like, looking at it, and I walked away, and that was that. It's the only time I ever met Will Forte. He doesn't know it was me.
Really? You guys didn't connect after that?
No. No. I just did what the mischief John was doing.
That's
I was
awesome.
a part of it, so I left.
What
I
a
can't believe I've
man.
never heard that. That's so fantastic.
What a legendary
I
thing
think me and
to
John
do.
are probably the only ones that knew it until right now.
And
Oh my
Will
God, that's
Forte.
great.
Well,
he'll
he didn't
never
know who I
forget.
am. Just
Right.
a man came and kissed him and handed him his phone and then told him it was from John Benjamin. So he went, oh, that fucking rascal.
Right.
That's so
Right.
funny.
Yeah, this tracks for John Benjamin.
Yeah.
One of the things
Because that was the first
love,
thing I was like,
Lucky-
is he going to shoot me or something? He's like, no, you won't freak out. He'll think it's hilarious. And I was like, okay.
seems like a guy that carries a gun.
You know, what do I know? Fucking
Never
from
know.
Detroit.
By
you
the
know, go
way,
kissing
have you guys been
strangers.
watching Bodkin?
I don't even know what
It's
that is.
Will
I
Forte's
know.
new show, and it's fantastic.
Okay.
I saw it. Was it just one season?
Yeah,
Yeah.
One season.
yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Absolutely loved it. Absolutely.
And now I know how to pronounce Samhain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
Will
what
Forte
that
is
is.
hilarious.
I know how to pronounce it too. If
I
ever
always
see a
thought
word
it
that
was
might be there.
Sam Hain, but it is
Oh!
not. It's Samhain.
Oh,
You mean
right.
the
Samhain.
holiday.
You mean the holiday, right. You always
or-
thought it was Sam Hain?
Oh, so
How do you pronounce it, Casey?
Samhain?
Yeah, that's right. It's Samhain. You're very
Do you have
good.
do you have a speech impediment? It's okay. You don't have to be sorry, Casey. What is it again?
Champagne. That's a car dealership.
It is Samhain. It's an Irish word, so it's like screwy.
Right, yeah.
Or Old Welsh or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Celtic. Celtic holiday.
Lucky, when we
Yes.
were doing
Yes.
the old Archer live shows, you always warmed up the crowd, and you were by yourself, and we were in big theaters. I mean, like, I don't know, like 5,000
Dude,
seat theaters.
historic
That's nuts.
theaters. Like, we played the
Yeah.
Chicago Theater. We played the Grand Old Goddamn Opry.
Yeah,
We
it
played
was
the
so
Fillmore
great.
in San Francisco. Like, these legendary houses that
Yeah.
we played. It's crazy.
And a lot of people don't realize, maybe, that Lucky and I have a lot of live theater, experience, whereas, not
Some would say-
everybody does.
Some would say too much.
Quite a bit too much. And so one of the things I loved was that you would always warm up the audience, and you're out there by yourself in a fucking packed theater of like 5,000 people, and I would always stand off to the side, and I took a few pictures of you just because it was so great to see you out there just being Lucky in front of all these fucking people and just having the time of your life, and I just
Yeah,
loved
it was after that, Thompson gave me a really nice compliment. He was like, man, I didn't know before this tour, but you can really go out and hold a crowd. And I was like, dude, I've been fucking in front of an audience
Yes.
for like 30 some odd years.
Right.
Like,
Totally. Yeah, it
That's
was
where
just
I'm
so
most
great.
comfortable is talking to those boneheads.
It's way better than doing anything else.
Oh man, but our audiences were so great at that. Remember Philly? We got booed immediately at the false archer routine, and they were ruthless. That's where like Ox was. He took off his shirt and rushed the stage at one point. So we shot him with I think John shot him in the nuts with the t-shirt cannon.
Wow. I'm sad we didn't
Thoughts
have
and
more.
waivers.
Oh
Ox.
my god, so fucking funny. One of the questions I came up with for you is, I know for me, I get asked a lot, like, how did you become a voice actor? Or how can I become a voice actor? And I'm like, I don't fucking know how I became a voice actor. I don't know how to continue to be a voice actor.
Oh,
so I
dude.
can't, like, really answer this question.
Look at this pit I'm being thrown into just next month by our very good friend Jed Breitman, who is a professor down at Valencia College
this'll give you
in
a
the
little
Orlando
primer.
area.
Uncle Jed.
I'm going down for a week.
Whoa! Are you going to
Because-
be lecturing for a week?
Yes, I'm doing all these things. I'm like,
That's so
Jed,
cool, man.
Jed, I am completely unqualified to do any of this. I have weaseled my way in the back door of everything I've ever done. And he's like, yeah, that's good.
Dude,
I'm like,
somebody
all right.
needs to be making a documentary about this week where Lucky Yates and
Oh
Jed.
my God!
Oh my God!
Where's
I'm
Chris?
staying
Somebody-
at Jed's house. It's gonna
Somebody
be
call
hilarious.
Chris Smith. Get him on this.
Yeah, who's the Florida guy that did the?
Errol Morris. Where's Errol Morris? What's he doing?
Get him on it.
Get him. Bring out the Interrotron.
The Valencia College AV classes have some kind of
Man,
stuff. They're
Jed
cooking
is-
it up right now.
Jed is so cool, and what a cool. Jed is one of the theater that we all worked at. Jed was one of the founders of it. He's just like super cool. Man, to have that guy as your teacher would be
He
really.
still
Oh my God!
has a lot of chest hair. He buttons his shirt down to here and lots of chest hair.
Yeah, and he dresses like that at school.
Yeah. So,
man.
Lucky, the question is, and I think that this might come up because I always found it kind of interesting that you were a puppeteer, and it's, to me, puppeteering is such a physical thing, but it's also
Yeah.
it's like being a voice actor
Yeah.
because you're voicing this character. Did that you're not embodying? Do you think that those two things contributed to one another?
I mean, yeah. In that, I mean, things always just lead to other things, no matter what, right? So, like, puppetry, I didn't get into. Here's a funny thing. I graduated college in like 1990 or something like that, and I was when I was a senior. The junior class always does like a variety show. It's called Junior Recital, and they do a bunch of numbers and comedy sketches and all kinds of silly shit. And they always poke fun at people in the other classes. And they said about me at one point that, and Roger Rabbit had just recently come out, so it was very hot at the time. And they're like, and they said Matt Yates, not Lucky Yates, but they were like, and then of course there's Matt Yates. Or they were doing a newscast or some bullshit. And they're like, this just in. Results are in about Matt Yates. He's always been a tune. He'll always be a tune. He's just a tune or whatever. Because there was one point we were doing some musical at one point, and the director is like, okay, Matt, darling, I love what you're doing, but that person has got to be a human being and not this cartoon that you're doing on stage. I was like, okay. So, it was just kind of destiny. But I also did puppet shows in my backyard when I was a kid and studied theater in college. Like, it's all I ever wanted to do. I wrote a paper about it in the second grade. So, and you know how it is. You take any gig you can get.
Fuck yeah, man. That's
And
how
we just
I ended up
happened to
here.
be in Atlanta at a golden time where all this shit was bubbling up, like Adult Swim and all that kind of stuff.
So
I
cool.
would argue that Crackers has a very Lucky Yates puppet feel to it. And when the voice of Crackers could have come right out of an improv puppet show.
Oh yeah, fun and fun fact about the Cracker's name, of course, named after my real life bird that I got when I was 3 years old for pooping on the potty.
Right. And you named
Finally.
him Crackers because that's what birds eat?
I assume so. That's why I called him that. I can't really jump into my 3-year-old head. I was just excited to get a parakeet. I'd
For
wanted
pooping on
one
the
for a
potty.
long time.
Yeah.
But I was a
Wow.
lazy ass and didn't want to shit on the toilet and wipe my own ass.
Yeah.
Not when this woman will do it for me, and then hand me a grilled cheese sandwich. Thanks, Mom. R.I.P.
So that's from Mama Yates.
She's laughing right now.
When I was rewatching the episode yesterday, one of the things, I, as we all know, retained very little of the last 15 years. And rewatching the episodes, I'm surprised and delighted by the things I'm seeing. But I also catch something new every time because I've watched this episode 3 times in the last year. And what I never saw before is when the flashback is happening where Mallory's yelling at Archer about getting PETA pregnant. And he's reading Conquest of Mexico in his bed when she comes out to tell him that she's pregnant. And it's just like, wow.
Yeah, heavy. Well, and I don't know if that was in the script or was that a visual gag that the artists added
question.
later, because that happened a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have
Right?
any idea?
It might have
you know
been
what? I'm
Archer
gonna
sits
check
in
it
bed
right now.
reading.
How are you
And
checking
then-
it, Casey?
Casey's verifying.
How am I checking it?
Yeah, how are you verifying?
He's jacked into the net.
I had to rewatch several things in this episode because I was both so delighted and so shocked that we got away with it.
Okay.
One of them being when they were talking about Archer and Mallory are arguing about him getting a vasectomy, and then he's just like, well, don't you want a grandchild? And I had to write it down because it was so brilliant. She was like, well, if I did, I'd just scrape all of your previous mishaps into a big pile and knit a onesie for it.
Oh,
and
my God.
Like, Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Because
Flawlessly delivered by Jessica.
of course,
it's no
who
big
probably
thing.
really didn't know what she was alluding to. Didn't know what scraping all of your previous mishaps was really talking about.
Oh my God.
I can confirm that in this the locked draft of Skorpio, it says flashbacks. PETA knocked up Archer's apartment. Various 1 night. Archer in bed, reclined against the pillows, glasses on, reading Prescott's Conquest of Mexico.
Yeah.
So that was an Adam Reed.
Sounds like an Adam joke.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fun, Casey. I didn't know you could go back into all the scripts and
Casey
find out.
was the executive producer on the show the entire time.
What? I just had him on this podcast
Weren't
because he
you?
was fun to talk
No,
to.
did you step up?
I was started as a producer, and I was doing production
Lowly
work.
Producer.
Then I moved to co-EP, and then finally EP.
Wow.
I got Casey his internship at C-Lab.
That's right.
Aw.
Wow.
Look at you
Because you guys
guys.
went to art school together, correct?
Yes, that's right.
The Atlanta College of Art.
ACA.
Wow. And Casey, you did shows at Dad's Garage in the early days. Like, because we all did a show together.
Yeah.
what was
House
the
Arrest?
name of that show? Yes. But what was that was the name of that one,
Oh,
very special episode.
Yes.
Oh, very special episode.
And House Arrest was the...
That very special episode was a brilliant show.
It was such
And-
a great idea.
Yeah. House Arrest was also a brilliant show.
Yeah, so House Arrest, to tell everybody, get everybody up to speed. The idea is that Christian played a convict named Snake Eyes that had been convicted of a crime, but because prisons were overcrowded, he got sent to live with a white-collar criminal at his house that was under house arrest.
Yeah.
So that they were both being punished
They were
and living in this
cellmates in
house
that
together.
guy's house.
yep.
And then there was 2 teenagers that they were trying to raise together like my 2 dads.
And one of them, our friend Randy, who plays Mr. Clark in The Stranger Things, weighed like 25 pounds. Rail thin man, just like the thinnest man possible. And his character was supposed to be obese. So everybody would just make these fat jokes about it, but he was just this tiny, skinny guy standing there. That's when I was like, this is the most brilliant thing I've ever seen. Like, this is, they should put this on television with that exact trope of just this rail thin guy that they're all so cruel to.
And then Casey played every other character. If there was ever a guest like Dr. Phil, you
Right.
played
Yeah.
any of the neighbors. You had to play every other character.
A
It was
schoolgirl.
priceless.
The best part was, like those sitcoms of the 80s, 70s, and 80s, there was transition music between scenes, and it was just all of us going, ba-da-ba-ba-ba,
Yep.
house arrest.
Which is the McDonald's jingle, by the way. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it.
Yep. So
Casey,
good.
you
Yeah.
you did some improv for a little while, and then you were just like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go make cartoons.
Well,
Casey transitioned into his professional wrestling career for a little while.
oh, that's true as
As
well.
the Iron Claw, was that your...
Yeah. They gave me a gimmick as Aaron von Raschke, grandson of Baron von Raschke, who was a German villain. And I was like, it's 2000. We're not at war with Germany. But I just made him... the Iron Claw was my move, and I said that my arm had been spliced with pit bull genes, and once it latched on, it wouldn't let go.
Never let go.
And I had 2 matches, and both my matches, my own Iron Claw got applied to me and thwarted me.
Classic, man. That's so good. So, thank you, Casey.
Yeah.
I love the Iron Claw.
Those contributions were priceless. Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
Excellent.
Oh my God!
Greetings, it is I, your Dungeon Master, Christian. In this segment, we will be creating the ultimate Pam D&D character, and we'll be using the 5th edition of the rules of Dungeons & Dragons to do it. We recorded this segment with our good friend Lucky Yates, the voice of Dr. Krieger, to sort out the finer points of a Pam D&D character. We'll post the finished character sheet on our Instagram page and our MaximumFun.org page. You can go there and download it, and maybe even use her in a campaign. If you do, please let us know. All right, now let's get to it. It's important to note that Amber has never played a minute of D&D in her entire life. Correct, Amber?
Correct.
But same important note, Lucky has played Dungeons & Dragons since it was invented, I assume, right?
Since it was invented, I was with Gygax back in the old...
Down in the basements.
back when we were just doing military campaigns.
Right now, the first step to creating a D&D character is to determine which fantasy race the Pam D&D character should be. Here are our choices. Halfling. Do you know what a halfling is, Amber?
It's one half of something and a half of
hobbit.
another thing.
There's also the gnome. Do you know what a gnome is?
I do. I love gnomes. I think they're great.
And it is a gnome when you think it's like the garden gnome with like a big
Yeah.
nose and a funny hat. That's the...
Okay.
All right, there's also dwarf. There's the elf, and these are like Tolkien-esque high elves. You know, the very tall, pointy ears. There's a half
with the big ween.
You can also be a human in D&D, and then obviously
Boring.
half-orc.
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 The perfect Pam character would be a half-orc.
Yes.
Because she is, she's got a hulking. That's one of her core characteristics.
It's like it's power. Yeah.
Okay.
Amber,
Half-orc,
do you
okay.
remember the scene where Pam grabs baby AJ
Yes.
and hops from desk to desk?
The fucking gorillas are way out of there.
That kind of
hopping from
feels
desk
very
to desk.
half-orcish,
Got it.
matronly protection of this baby.
Yeah.
It was like the Hulk cartoons from the 60s.
So I think we're all agreed half-orc, but that leads us into our next step for creating a character. We need to decide what class Pam
I have a
character
question.
is. Yeah, please.
So whenever you guys get together and play D&D, if there's ever a new character, this is the process that they go to, but then they play this character for years, or
Unless the character dies.
Sometimes your character can die. When we play, you make up a character, and you're probably going to sit down and play that character for a couple years. It's something you invest in.
Okay. And
so
do people do voices and stuff, and like?
Oh yeah. But you don't have to do a voice.
Okay.
No.
You'd be the voice
Pam.
of Pam, obviously. Yeah.
Right. But oftentimes people will just play D&D and just say, my character does this, or my character does that. You don't have to act out. That's why it's so approachable for so many people.
Great.
Yeah,
But if
you
you're
don't
with
have
improvisers,
to
they're
act.
probably going to.
Let's say you're friends with a bunch of jerk-offs. Yep, they're going to do voices.
Right.
All right, so yes, leading into our next step, what character class is Pam going to be? There's the magic users, which are wizards, warlocks, druids, and clerics. And then we go into the hybrid classes. There's paladin, bard, rogue, and monk. Then we get to fighter and barbarian. I think it really comes down to fighter and or barbarian. Pam's either going to be a straight-up fighter or barbarian. What do you guys think?
Barbarian all the way.
Right.
That rage,
What's the
man.
difference between a fighter and a barbarian?
Great question. So a fighter is like the most traditional melee class you can be in D&D. Just means you're a tough guy, a tough person who picks up a sword, wears armor, goes into battle. Now a barbarian is often from a tribal unit where they thrive on the rage that builds up inside of them. At first, at level 1, a barbarian is granted rage. 2 times a day, you can go into your rage. It gives you bonuses to attack and defend.
It's very Pam. Like,
Now,
yeah.
do you think a barbarian might have a giant tattoo on their back that has their favorite epic poem?
Absolutely.
Orcish poem?
Right now, it's our next step in the character creation process. We're going to roll Pam's ability scores. Amber,
Yes.
do you have the angels given you dice?
They have.
Oh,
Excellent. Oh,
Archer
man. Wait, is
dice.
that Archer branded?
Do you not have a tower of those?
I do.
Yes, they are.
I do. Yeah.
When
so,
I got these, I was like, what the fuck am I going to do with this?
What is this pyramid with numbers on it?
In fact, I thought that I'd thrown them out or given them away to somebody, and then I was like, do I have these still? And they were on my bookshelf.
Nice. Oh, yeah, mine
Displayed.
are on a nerd shelf that's right outside that room there. Casey, do you want to give us a little history on the Archer set of dice? if you don't
Yes,
mind?
as a season 14 and wrap of the series gift, I had these made for the cast and crew of Archer.
Nice.
Here's another.
And they
Lucky
have
Yates.
an Archer silhouette on the 6 of the D6 and the 20 of the D20.
Oh, look at that! That's the 6 on the
Yeah.
D6. Is
The Archer silhouette. Yeah,
Very
very, very cool. So, yeah, those dice are really cool. You don't need them at all. Please grab the 4D6 that you also have with you.
So I still don't know what the fuck I'm ever going to use these for.
When we play, you'll use
Oh, you are going to need them.
Okay.
100%.
When we
Relax.
when we actually sit down to play the game. But for the purpose of rolling your stats right now, yes, we
Okay.
just need the 4D6s.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so what we're going to do is there are many different ways to determine stats. What we're going to do is roll 4D6. You drop the lowest, add the 3 highest, and we're going to keep track of those.
Okay, I got 3 6s and a 1.
Oh,
Oh!
18.
That's,
Goddamn, Pam,
So
put
we
that
add
under
the 3
strength.
highest together and drop the lowest.
Okay.
Right, exactly.
That's
All right.
right there.
All right, kids, the stat number 2.
Okay. Wait, was that a good one or a bad one?
Oh, that was a
That's
great
good.
one. That's as
That
good
is
as you can roll.
it's as high as you can get in character creation. Yes.
Okay, this is 3 2s and a 6.
So
10.
that's 10.
So a total of 10 for that
That's
one.
our intelligence.
That's all right. That's the middle of the road. You don't get any minuses for a 10.
Okay.
Yep.
2 2 1 and 4.
8.
All right. Number 4.
6 5 4 and 1.
Nice.
15.
All right. Number 5. We got 2 more to go.
6 6 5 and 2.
17.
Oh, yes!
17. That sounds like a
That's
Constitution score to
Constitution
me.
all
Yeah.
the way.
All right, and your final ability score.
2 2 1 and 3.
Oof!
7.
Oof!
That's a 7. Yep, that's a 7. Ooh, -2. All right, now we're going to distribute these amongst your ability scores. Strength, we think, is going to be 18, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, dexterity.
Oof. Okay. Well, let's. You know what? I would say let's assign that smallest one first and get it out of the way for her.
All right, so yeah, so our 7, that's going to go into...
I would say dexterity, or I
Oh,
don't want to
yeah.
say intelligence, but
Well,
I
I
don't
was
know
thinking
what.
intelligence too, because you want her to have higher charisma. I feel like that
And
might
she's
come in more
definitely
handy.
street smart.
Right. Yep. Okay, I think, so we have a 7 and an 8. I think we'll go dex and intelligence for... We'll go 7 in dex, 8 in intelligence. Because she's not dumb,
Yeah.
but she has her own way of thinking.
Yeah.
But she is wise, I would say. I would argue.
Yeah,
All right.
100%. Street smarts up the yin yang.
We have a 17. We're going to go ahead and put that in Constitution. Because
That makes a
being-
lot of sense. She can take a beating.
Yeah,
Being
and
farm
drink,
stock. Yeah.
drink anyone under the table.
That's true, too.
All right, and then we have wisdom and charisma, and we have a 15 and a 10 left.
Man,
What do we think?
what do you think, Amber?
I mean, I feel like charisma is going to be higher than wisdom. Maybe.
I mean,
Yeah, no.
she's the lovable HR lady,
Yeah.
so I feel like her charisma needs to be high.
In 10, like, she's not overly, but she doesn't have a deficit in her street smarts. All right, well, those are our ability scores
So
for,
15 charisma is that what we're doing in 10.
yeah,
wisdom?
we're going 10 wisdom and a 15 charisma.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Her hit points automatically at level 1 are a full 10, but then because you have a 17 constitution, you'll get a bonus on your hit points.
Yes.
All right, the final step is that Pam needs to pick her starting equipment.
Okay.
You can either pick a great axe or any melee weapon for Pam.
Yeah, clubs, maces, spears.
Yeah.
I think a great axe would be a great choice for.
and a great
for the
axe
Pam.
means like a large axe, not just like a really good axe.
It means it's a.
Can I make a pitch for another weapon?
Please.
Okay.
Just a toilet that she's ripped out of the wall.
Oh man! And what about? How about this? What about this? What about this? Like a great sort of war club that's 2 toilets on either side.
Yeah. Okay.
Tied to
Yeah.
like a
Okay,
staff.
that's great.
Yes. Whatever the orc
Back to
version
back.
of a toilet is. It would be some kind of war hammer. Some kind of toilet
Yeah, Warhammer. That's what I
Well
meant
done,
to
Casey.
say.
All right.
Now I'm
great.
now I'm getting into this D&D thing.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, now you get to pick either an explorer's pack, which comes with like flint and tinder and some rations, or 4 javelins.
Don't take the 4 javelins. Whatever you do.
Yeah, I think it's got to be the explorer's bag. The 4 javelins.
All right.
That doesn't sound right to me.
Smart choice.
Javelins.
Smart choice. All right, now you get to pick between 2 hand axes or some other simple weapon. We could pick another simple weapon for Pam.
Oh, could I do like a Leatherman tool? Or is that too advanced?
You mean like what a stage manager would have like on
Well,
their
a
belts?
multi-tool, essentially, a one and all that has
yeah.
every tool within
Right.
a tool. Yeah, she's got a war hammer and then 2
And then
hand axes.
2 axes on
That's
each side for throwing. That's pretty bad.
Okay,
Very
great.
cool.
Let's do it.
All right, well,
Or
that,
4 javelins.
or 4 javelins. Well, sometimes you want some range, but I think the hand axes.
Come on, man.
They're a good range weapon.
4 javelins. I gotta
right.
walk around with 4 javelins.
Well, there you have it. The ultimate Pam D&D character is a half-orc barbarian that wields a great axe, or possibly a warhammer with 2 toilets tied together on it. And I guess we'll find out. Amber, Lucky, and Casey have agreed to sit down and play a session of Dungeons & Dragons with me. We'll be recording that session, and we'll include it as a bonus episode for this season. So check that out. If you want to grab the Pam player character sheet, go to our Instagram page or our MaximumFun.org page. And until next time, the dungeon is closed.
Award. There you go. There's the
So
award.
back to the episode.
Yes.
Lucky, we for the first time see Fort Kickass.
That's the only time we ever see Fort Kickass.
We never see it again.
No, that was a one episode. Like things came out of that one episode for Krieger. That the Flex account thing was people were really glommed onto that for several years.
Wow. And
They
Fort
love that.
Kickass, I'm assuming, might be one of the most often quoted.
People build them
Lines.
in real life. Still
Are you serious?
like they will post things on. Yeah, they'll be at work where there's a bunch of boxes and they build a Fort Kickass.
That's fantastic.
One of the production things that we would always get is somebody trying to sneak a joke into one of Krieger's boxes in the background. It was a constant like, somebody's trying to be funny.
Something on it.
Right,
Yeah.
like some kind of animal parts or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they would hit me up every now and again, like, hey, you got anything for the boxes in the background?
nice.
I'd just be like, there's one that's like Fulio parts.
Oh, nice.
Like, yeah, his
a
name
classic puppet, a classic Lucky Yates puppet character, Folio.
So fun.
appears in Archer.
Nice.
His name.
One of the things that happens a lot in this episode, because Archer's there with the gang, is there's a lot of like everybody lines. So when we would get a script, there'd be like everybody lines where everybody's like contributing to something,
Yeah.
and it's everybody's speaking over one another.
Yeah, I got a couple of good ones in this one.
Yeah, and so my question is actually for you, Christian, and then I'd love to hear what you have to say, Lucky. Is so you guys would get all this everybody's lines, and then you'd build them all together, but then one would usually rise to the top or come out in the middle or come out in the end. And how did that get decided?
I mean, that just became the style, and I mean, it was a back and forth with Casey and Matt, and it was always like finding the one that was the right one. We would try several ones, but yeah, the style was cacophony, then one little one trails out at the end, and just whatever
So
that
good.
gem was. I mean, you never knew who was going to get it. You know, it just
Right.
depends because everybody's so funny.
Yeah.
Case,
But we'd all shoot for it. At least I know I would do it when it was an everything line. I was like, ooh, fun.
Was this the first time we hear a lot of those? Like, is this the first time we're kind of getting it going as a thing on Archer?
oh yeah, it might be. I mean, it definitely became a trope. It became a style, an Archer style. I would love to see what the first iteration of it is in this season.
That's really fun. What'd you get in
sure
there,
some
Lucky?
nerd has done it before. It was after Archer. Oh, Archer does the worst case scenario, like Lana's corpse being like, after she was just horribly violated, then because Cyril's crying about it all. And then he's talking about feeding her battered corpse to the sharks or something like that. And Krieger goes, "Oh, battered corpse." And he got the last one on that one. And then the gag comes back around.
Like Homer Simpson, like he's excited
Right,
about
like
it.
he's like, "Oh,
deep
fuck,
fried
I want the battered corpse. Just, I want it. I want to get the thing." And then later, he does, there's sort of the worst case scenario gag comes back again.
Okay.
And Krieger gets the last one because Archer says, "Do you remember the worst case scenario?" And everybody sort of freaks out, and Krieger gets I do.
And I would also, like everybody, we always talk about how much reverence we have for Adam's writing, but if anything, those were the places where you guys got like pretty good reign to just like
Only time we really had to improvise.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally. And it was always early. I felt like the recording sessions were always like 10 a.m. and I was like, man, I ain't got nothing. It's too early.
Eventually that moved to the afternoons, I think. We all were
Yeah.
just like, this is some jive right here.
Yeah, totally. Lucky, a big theme of this episode is vasectomies. And
Yeah.
I know that you're a big fan of vasectomies. And
Yeah.
I wanted to give you a little bit of trivia that, and this will be good, you could use this in another episode, Casey, that chimpanzees regularly reverse their vasectomies biologically. Like their body just kind of regrows their vasectomies. So if chimps have a vasectomy, which it happens like in, when they're in captivity, not like when they're living out in the wild.
There's not like
Those are just the chimps that use chimp Groupons to get their
that's
vasectomy.
right.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that can grow back. You go to a genuine chimp doctor, say a Zira.
okay.
She was a chimp doctor.
Yeah.
You go to her. She'll snip you up right.
Was yours a Groupon?
No, Jesus Christ, no. I went to a real life doctor and went under the knife, man. No lasers for me. They cut them open and cut them out.
What's the difference? Like, can you still choose between those two, or is it just because you got it in the
I think the
1800s?
laser one is the cheap one. And if you want an actual doctor and not like a clinician or whatever, whoever's using the lasers that you get on a Groupon.
A laser technician will be,
operating
on your.
Getting a vasectomy is not something you want to cheap out on. You know what I mean? You're not going to go like, $99, that's for me. I can't wait till they chop my nuts.
There was a Groupon for LASIK eye surgery, and I was like, yeah, that's maybe not.
No thanks.
It is lasers in the eyes.
Yeah, I still don't even trust a super professional in that situation. Shooting a laser into my eyeball.
Exactly. Me neither.
But you're Lucky, you still endorse the vasectomy, and you're
Come on,
no
man.
no
What are you
regrets.
talking about? Like, speaking of chimps, I'm like a chimp with a water pistol out there. You can
Yeah.
shoot it all everywhere.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
You
Doesn't
did,
matter.
You did society a favor.
That's it. Yeah. Last thing you want is more of this running around, people. Especially as our apocalypse approaches. They'll be like, "Who's that idiot, excited group of kids over there?"
We need another legion. We need the legion of Lucky Yates children to fight.
Oh my
Yeah, hey,
God.
go Lucky Yates.
There was a
Vote
time
off.
that Lucky was really gunning to get me to carry his children.
That was
Back
the
when-
1 year I had baby fever. That happened 1 year.
He did. He had extreme baby fever.
And how many babies did you get born that year?
Zero
Any?
babies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
zero.
zero babies.
I gave, there were 0 babies happen.
Okay.
Yeah, Lucky
That
just
you
thought
know of.
that our olive skins and voice talents would make the perfect children.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I thought they would be a pretty hilarious group that we could exploit for big money. What good are kids if you can't exploit them for big money?
And
That's
if that
my
would happen,
question.
we'd be doing
I-
good because they'd already be
fucking,
TikTok stars.
Yeah, I mean, like, what else? What else do I want a house ape running around, grabbing everything and throwing it?
Yeah. If frontier life has taught us anything, you have children to do the chores.
To do the work. You
Yeah.
get on that farm. Look,
And
goat udders are tiny.
right. And some aren't gonna make it.
Yeah.
That is the
Well, you
luck
have
of the
so
draw, friend.
That's why you have
That's,
so many.
speaking of goats, they can get a little crazy.
Look,
It's true.
Start headbutting your little baby. His little fontanelle isn't hardened yet.
yeah. You're supposed to mind that.
Fontanelle's my new favorite
Mind that
Italian
Fontanelle.
restaurant.
Gotta mind that
Welcome to
Fontanelle.
Welcome to Fontanelle's. You want the antipasta?
They've got a great frozen.
You got the soft shoe crab.
There was an Italian restaurant in Philadelphia we used to go to called Mrs. Rubino's, and they had the best antipasta that I've ever had, and in fact the only antipasta.
Lucky, we started a thing called the Ultimate Archer Reference Matrix, where we try to catalog all the references in all the episodes, starting from the first episode. And when Krieger mentions that there's rabbits in the lab, I was like, man, there'd be a great Krieger one to just catalog all the things that have ever been in his laboratory
His
throughout
animals.
all the episodes.
Yeah.
That's its own spreadsheet.
We know about
Yeah.
pigs and goats, but there's always in rabbits because Robert Klein.
Yeah, and that robot bear.
Playing Tedley. What was that thing?
Cyber Nedley Tedley.
Cyber Nedley Tedley.
There was also, do you remember, I forget which episode it was, but Archer walks in and needs Krieger's assistance, and Krieger's like, yeah, I'll be right there. And you see he's performing or setting up a wedding for a little
Mouse
mice.
He's got a whole mouse wedding.
They all have on, like, I forget what episode
Early
it
on.
was. Yeah.
Oh man, that's
There's
great.
also one shot of him just putting a tiny pig in his lab coat pocket. Just like the scene is about, the scene just starts. They either go into his lab or whatever, but like everybody's talking and he just slips this tiny little pig into his lab coat.
Did we ever see where Krieger lived?
Yep.
We see his drum set. He does a whole Neil
yeah,
Peart.
all the skin suits hanging from the all the skin suits hanging from the ceiling.
There was
I
one.
think they were like diving suits or something.
Yeah, there was one room that's just filled with air fresheners hanging from the ceiling.
That's so funny.
It's like
Terrifying.
a dive apartment
That's
that's
so funny.
probably in the Bronx or something.
It's such a
Wow.
great Seven reference. Like something happened in that room, and they just hung a million
Horrible.
air
And then
fresheners.
this Neil Peart drum setup with lights and shit while he's so he can practice drums.
Yeah, that was fun. I got to edit
Hilarious.
that scene. That was a blast.
So
The one and
fun.
only time you get to see where he lives.
I had forgotten that Krieger and Pam were getting so sexy on top of Fort Kickass.
You know what's hilarious? I mean, I remember that, but I did not. Pam mentions that nobody at work wants to bang her in that, and I was like, "Whoa!
Yeah.
Nobody's done it with Pam yet." At that point, it was Cheryl Carroll that was
Yeah.
banging everybody.
Right.
So I wonder if that very night was
It
Pam's
started.
first conquest
I
of
mean,
Krieger.
yeah, it all started.
Yeah.
I believe
And-
later in the first season, Pam and Lana get together.
So good. I can't wait to see it all again for the first time.
But the thing there too is like he's snorting MSG off of her, and then later licking it off of her.
Oh my God.
Also, how long are they in that weird computer room? Because Archer flies to France, and while they're still talking about the
I
same
didn't
topic.
notice that.
Yeah, 100. I had to rewind it. I was like, wait a minute.
Well,
Archer was just in that room, and now he's in France, and they're like the joke from earlier is picking up, and they're still
Wow.
in the room.
When you're
Wow.
in an MSG fugue,
Yeah.
Time is all
Yeah,
warped
because
You
you know
exist-
those Bloody Marys were just full of MSG, so everybody's choking it
and
down.
phone. There's like the phone part when he's doing the blender. There's an upshot of Krieger that is so crazy that I'm like, ah, we don't want to see that. It's hilarious.
Great. Lucky, did you ever get a Krieger, not a Krieger tattoo, but a tattoo that kind of symbolized that time in your life in any way?
No, I just make stickers.
Okay,
oh
cool.
yeah, the
What is your
tattoo
newest
But
of the
then I
sticker?
give them all away. Newest
What's your
sticker is
sticker right now?
Vote Lucky Yates.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
My campaign
I
of
still
nonsense.
See
It's a
Lucky
campaign of
Yates
nonsense.
approved stickers.
I know.
All
Those
over.
are so.
I saw one in Edmonton when I was there last.
Oh, nice.
There's one in Park, Michigan, on clover leaf pizza on the door. They polish it. It looks like I just put it on there.
That's awesome.
It is on their front door and well taken care of. It's hilarious.
So Lucky hosted a live talk show on the Laughing Skull stage here in Atlanta.
Before that, these things were like turn of the century.
It started in the back room at Dad's garage. Your talk show, but when you were doing your talk show, it's when the sticker I remember at its height.
But the talk show was still at Dad's.
Right.
In the day.
And they showed up all over Atlanta. And you actually were only putting them on things that you genuinely
I wanted it to be legit.
You knew it was a good restaurant.
Could somebody buy one, though? Let's say that, like a potato chip bag with a couple $100 in it, somebody handed it to you. Would you give the sticker approval?
Yeah, of course. I mean, all right, $200 cash. I'm going to sell out in a heartbeat. What are you kidding me? That's stupid. It's a fucking sticker. Sure, man, I approve of that $200 that sucker gave me. That's what I'm saying. That was like a 30-cent sticker he's walking away with.
Lucky, was there any other stuff from the episode that you wrote
Oh my
down?
God, there's too much stuff. I love that at this point Archer really wants Lana back. That's sort of his thing. He wants to get her back.
Yeah.
And she's begging cereal, and I thought that was really great, and how much they really are all about.
So
Everybody was on
sad.
fire in this episode. I thought that was it was really funny at the top hearing the ISIS reference. I thought it was really He's like, I'm going to the south of France on ISIS dime, and I was like, ooh, that's a different meaning today.
This episode, I want to get everybody's opinion on this.
Okay.
It's really violent. Like, they kill a lot of people in this
They always
episode.
do. Yeah. Early on, especially. Like,
early
it was
on.
a murder spree, man.
Yeah.
Everywhere they went. Goddamn cancer rampage? Come on. What's up?
Yeah. I mean, there are definitely things, and Adam even said this when we did his episode last season, that he was like, wow, I was surprised by some of the stuff that's in this episode.
Dude, the noir season. Oh, my God. It's so violent.
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't seen that in a long time. I'm excited to watch it.
It's such a great season. It's
Wow.
so great.
Man,
that's one that, now people...
And
like,
that's how you know a real Archer fan is, did they like or dislike the noir season? Because I think you're not a real Archer fan unless you liked the noir season.
Oh, nice. Man, the World War II flashbacks, man, it's so nice.
Yeah, it's so great.
Great
Everybody,
touch.
it's great.
Anything else, Lucky, before
Thought top or bottoms.
top or bottom?
The top or bottoms joke was really hilarious.
And I will say, in that outfit, because there's so much boob action. We just talked to Neil yesterday, and there's so much boob action in Archer. But I was like, that's a nice bulge on Archer in those shorts, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
a lot of dong
Yep,
drawn in this
definitely.
Krieger says corporate calls the HOA or the health savings account people corporate bag munchers.
Corporate bag munchers, yeah. They owe me $600 and some odd for his goddamn Flex account. Well, I don't even know what a Flex account is.
It's
Lucky and I have
it's
never
like
had
a
real jobs.
It's like a savings account you pay money into that you draw out of to pay for your medical expenses.
Gotcha.
And perhaps maybe
And if you don't use it all, sometimes at the end of the year, well,
It
fuck
just
you.
goes away.
maybe like the maybe in this scenario ISIS was matching part of the
Right. Yeah. If you work for a decent company, they'll do some matching.
It is hilarious at this point that Krieger doesn't know just how to get into the bank accounts or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Because he really
He
does
hasn't
become
gotten so
like,
devious yet.
yeah, he becomes a whiz at like nearly anything that's needed later on.
Yeah, pretty much. He's the professor from Gilligan's Island.
Right.
He's
so
building
fun.
out of coconuts.
So many people, like when I talk to people, and they're probably saying it to me because it's me, but oftentimes people will say their favorite characters from Archer are Pam and Krieger. And I think it's so cool because, obviously like Archer and Lana and Mallory, like being like the main characters of the show, I always love the secondary and tertiary characters of shows more because I feel like they really like create the color of the show and really bring it to life. And I just think it's so cool that people loved our characters so much. We
Yeah,
got
me
really
too.
lucky.
I mean, it's great. And we had great characters that I think Adam really loved writing only because he could just cut loose with us, right?
Yeah.
Same with Cheryl. where it's just like that you guys could do whatever. It doesn't
they're
matter.
not doing the heavy
Pam's
lifting.
supposed to be the HR lady.
Right.
Yeah, it's so stupid. All right, Casey, time for trivia.
All right. Amber, before
Yes.
I go into these trivia questions, does Lucky have oh. Does Lucky have a score
Lucky
going
does
into
have
these?
a score. Going in, he has got 91 points.
Wow. Wow.
91 points. Well
That
done.
might be the
I
highest.
forgot about this trivia.
That might be the highest going into trivia that we've had so far.
Lucky, in this episode, Mallory reminisces about meeting Jackoff on the Bridge of Spies. What's the actual name of the Bridge of Spies? And what two cities does it connect?
Wow.
The Bridge of Spies is a very famous bridge made of spies.
Right. Out of
It's
their
made from the
corpses.
bones of spies. That's how they did it both as a civic project, but also a warning. Don't
Again,
spy.
And it made jobs.
It made so many jobs, old spy jobs, that would then become part of the bridge. That was the good thing. You worked until you died, and then you became a part of your work. What magic! I have no idea, so I'm going to say between East and West Berlin.
It was between Berlin and Potsdam.
Motherfucker, I was half right.
And
No,
then
but that was a good guess.
yeah, and the official name, and I'm gonna butcher it in German, is Glinica Brucke.
Okay. So these questions are difficult.
Yeah,
That was
Do I
difficult.
get half the amount of
yeah.
points for my half
I mean, it's up
answer?
to Amber, but I would give you
yes.
half credit.
I think full marks for your believable corpse bridge story.
Yeah.
You think it's a story?
Oh, no!
It's believable because it's true.
Yeah. The best stories are true.
When
and
they tore it
believable.
down, back in 1990 or whatever, 89, France was like, "Hey, we need some of them bones for our underground, thing. Some of our old bones will get a little rough. We
On
can
the,
fill in some holes."
When Archer and Lana meet up on the super yacht, Lana starts listing all the amenities on the yacht. In response to this, in response to hot Filipino masseuses, Archer says skeet.
I wrote that down.
And Lana responds, yeah, probably, thinking he's referring to the activity on the yacht. What's the difference between skeet shooting and trap shooting?
Well, a skeet shoot is a trap shoot, which is throwing the clay pigeon into the sky and then shooting it. The skeet shoot is throwing the clay pigeon into the sky, shooting it, and coming at the
That's what they call it in Bankhead.
Yeah.
I do believe, because this was from 2009, 2010, Yin Yang Twins were top of mind.
Dude, it's so great. It's such a great reference in that because Archer is a timeless show, right?
Yep.
It's not set in it's mid-century style, but early computers, and so dropping
Great.
skeet in there is
Yeah.
just perfect.
Beautiful.
It's so funny. Funny enough for me to write it down.
The actual answer is that shooting trap, the clay pigeon is flung away from the shooter and only from one house. And shooting skeet, the clay pigeons are flung across the field of vision of the shooter and from two houses.
I was hoping it would be attack pigeons.
Uh,
Shot at the shooter.
Right.
This is a multi-part question. MSG
boy.
stands for what?
Monosodium glutamate or whatever the
Yep.
hell it is.
You
Nailed
got
it.
it.
Nailed it.
And the first person to prepare it was a biochemist in 1908. What country were they from? If you need help, I can give you the name, but
Can I ask Uncle Roger? Is there he's a big fan of the MSG.
this
Ever seen any
biochemist's
Uncle Roger's
name was Kikune Ikeda.
Well, then I'm going to say Japan.
Japan is correct.
All right. Thank you very much.
For bonus points, can you name me some foods where MSG naturally occurs?
Yes, there is the Kung Pao chicken, of course. Famous
Yeah.
chicken of China. I believe it's their country bird. Their national bird is the Kung Pao chicken. There is also the Happy Family, which is beef and shrimp combo creature that lives both on land and sea.
Oh, amphibian.
Yeah, it's like a frog, but cow and shrimp shaped. No, I don't know.
Some examples of foods that have naturally occurring MSG are tomatoes, mushrooms, potatoes, peas, corn, grapes, bananas, oranges, Parmesan cheese, cheddar cheese, and various meats and
Parmesan
seafood.
cheese is not a natural food. You have to make that.
So you don't pluck your Parmesan from the trees?
I do believe though
Is that why they do it in caves and they're just mines? The spy mines. Before they go to bridge duty, they got to get down to the fucking Parmesan mine.
I do think the
There's
aging
12
process,
men down there, goddammit.
Oh, yeah.
They can't survive on... Oh, I guess they could eat cheese for indefinitely.
We're losing men from cholesterol poisoning.
Is that the last question?
That's
Casey?
the last question.
Okay.
And
All right.
I actually have one more. Lucky,
Okay.
do you have anything you'd like to plug?
No.
Didn't
Should I
a
be
collection
plugging
of Lester of the Lucky Gods come out?
The hardcover, I have no idea, but the hardcover is out.
The
whole
hardcover
collection.
of
it's out. It's been
Lester
out
of
since,
the Lesser Gods.
Lester of the Lesser Gods, award-winning.
Yeah.
Lester of the Lesser Gods.
well
Can you
deserved.
believe that shit.
Awesome.
It's for
comic,
grown-ups, though, so don't
Lucky.
go buying it for your little
Here's
kids.
the hardcover
Oh,
right
there
here.
you go.
Oh, nice.
Yay!
Nicely done.
Lucky, from that trivia, you started out with 91 points. You got some questions
Now I have
wrong, but you
87.
got some extra points. Close. You got some extra points for style.
Nice.
So you finally came out not too low, but with a score of 82.
Ooh.
82. Still not bad. Still
It's
not
competitive. It's
Losing
competitive.
ground.
It's up there.
Losing
Agreed.
ground.
Bad. Agreed.
Hey, man.
And we have not decided what the conversion rate is from season 0 to season 1. Some of those credits may carry over.
Very true.
Oh, it's like a phone plan.
Right, yeah.
This trivia game is just like
It's
a
like,
phone plan.
it's like a flex plan. If you don't
Oh,
spend
okay.
all those points, then you don't get
Interesting.
them.
Yeah,
Right.
so I got to spend them. 82 points, you say.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's right, before next season. Lucky,
Okay.
it has been such a delight, and I can't wait to do the bonus episode where we actually get to play this
Yeah,
Dungeons
this will be
and
fun.
Dragons
a little,
you guys speak of.
yeah. for
Yep,
the
there's
DVD
some more.
extras.
There's a bit of cleanup for us to do, and thank you for joining us for that, Lucky. That'll be a
Thank
blast.
you
Awesome.
very much. This was a blast.
Thanks, guys!
Thank you.
This has been Rephrasing, an Archer Rewatch podcast. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at RePhrasingPod. Email us questions at rephrasingpod@gmail.com. Please, no pictures of your penis. That's just inviting pictures of their penis, isn't it? Rephrasing is produced by Amber Nash, Casey Willis, and Christian Danley. Our theme music is by Matt Hobbs. FX's Archer is now streaming on Hulu. We're so excited to be a Maximum Fun podcast this season, and we'd like to thank all of the Max Fun members that support our show. If you're not a member yet and you'd like to become one, go to maxfun.org/join.